My bad, y'all. Y'all kind of close and personal. It's a little new to me, but we're gonna go through it anyway. I had something a little heavy on my heart lately, and this is for my brothers out there, and even my sisters to understand. Men do not look for pity. They don't look for you to look down on them. They don't look for nothing. 9 times out of 10, men don't want nothing but your love and your appreciation. And even though we do so much, not saying that it's not appreciated, but we do so much and go through so much that over time there's a possibility that we might lose ourselves, lose your identity, you lose your drive, you lose an entire part of yourself. Don't lose that. The second you start losing that, everything falls apart. You start getting irritable. You feel lost. You depressed. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to work out. You don't want to eat right. You don't want to do nothing. But you know what? When men are able to do that, do absolutely nothing but just be and breathe and be at peace, that matched with a man that's able to be by himself, that is the ultimate peace. I know for me personally, I'm an introvert. Or it was a new word that had popped up. It's not an introvert or extrovert. It was like something in between. It was like impovert or something like that. But I'm like in between. I can talk to people. It's not an issue. But do I prefer to talk to people? No. So when it comes to constantly dealing with people and their stuff, their baggage, their traumas, it becomes draining. If you don't know at some point that you need to have your own space, you need to have somewhere that you feel safe, because you do this probably for your entire family. I'll use me as an example. Growing up, my mom had talked to me about a lot of the different things that she was thinking about, she was going through. So I already was sped up because I was viewed as almost like an adult before I was actually an adult. I was consulted with. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm childish. I play a lot. Now I'll admit that. But when it's time to get serious, I know how to get serious. This is a little all over the place. Anyway, because I'm trying to make it from where I come in. I had asked chat, right? I had asked chat about men's happiness, because I know for me personally, I have literally everything, and I'm truly grateful. I'm in gratitude every day that I have everything that I have, and I'm able to do everything that I do. I understand that no matter how much you have, you will always want more. But that pursuit of wanting more never ever trumps the road that it took to get there. That pursuit of everything that you want, in the moment it might suck, But the destination doesn't always beat the actual journey itself. 9 times out of 10, the journey is better than everything that comes afterwards. But anyway, I was talking about men's fulfillment and their happiness. Most men obviously say, what do they need or want to be happy? I want to succeed at my job. I want to use my talent, and I want to contribute, right? Then it goes on to, I want to be married. Okay. Typical answers, right? And then it's like, okay, well, I have, so long as my emotional needs are met, my sexual needs are met, and I take care of myself, that's all I want. The problem with that is those are all external things. The only one that is internal is the well-being one for yourself. First of all, your mindset is over all of that. You can have the most atrocious body, but if you have the happiest mindset and you're malleable to everything that comes your way, you can't lose. So I know for me personally, everybody wants to be stable. Everybody wants autonomy. Everybody wants everything to be easier than it is. But what I've realized over the past couple years is that there's a different level of purpose that you feel. There's a certain path that you need to be going down. When it comes to purpose is different from doing what you're good at. Purpose is different from everything. And you might dabble a little bit into your purpose. And then you might be like, okay, well, I don't know how this is going to be, like how I'm going to monetize this, how I'm going to make money from this. First of all, there's always a way to monetize whatever it is whatever your purpose is. For one, I grew up, I never ever thought in a million years that you can get paid to play video games. And the older generation, they can't fathom it either. But you see that now there is a way that you can get paid to play video games. There's a way to get paid to show and use your creativity. Most people say, "Oh, that's feminine." Creativity could be anything. Creativity can be t-shirts, a clothing line, like it could be a gym, it could be a barbershop, it could be literally anything you can think of. So what I'll tell you is, don't let nobody dim your light. Don't let nobody tell you can't do nothing. Because there are people out there, when they can't see the vision, that's when they want to put you down. When they either failed at it, they feel like they can't do it, that's when they'll start casting doubt on you. It's called projecting. They're projecting their feelings onto you. So, I mean, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I just want you to realize you matter. For one, you matter. But people need you. People need the version of you that is there, that feels a purpose, that feels a drive to make things better. People need you. That job that's paying you right now, they may not appreciate you. They probably don't. You probably go in there and you bust your behind for 4 out of 8 hours or 2 out of 10 hours. But for them, you're filling a slot. For yourself, you're selling yourself short unless you're fulfilling your purpose beyond that. Now, finding your purpose is something that through life we always seek, we always ask. And it's not always the thing that we're good at. Shoot, your purpose could be something that you don't like to do, but it's something that you need to do. Like, for instance, for me personally, I feel like I need to be some form of life coach. Some form of almost like a listening ear to help you realize that you're capable of more than what you're doing right now. Do I have a psychology degree? No. Am I going to label you? Definitely not. Will I listen to you though? Of course. I'll hear you out. If you give me a reason, 100 reasons why you can't be a doctor, I 9 times out of 10 will explain to you, for one, how you can be and why you're not right now. Because it's easy. It's easy for you to sell yourself short when you're so busy worried about the long road that you have to take. But what are you doing right now besides complaining about it? Don't forget to take care of you. You don't even have to go to the gym. It can be starting with 5 minutes of prayer as soon as you wake up. Whoever you pray to, meditate, whatever. Meditation is very close to praying. But the way I use meditation, I use it to bring myself back. Because we all have those scattered thoughts, right? And they go so quick. And then sometimes if one frequently comes back and it keeps coming back and keeps coming back, you might start to believe that. But as soon as you actually start believing that, you gotta stop. Because that is how you're self-sabotaging. Let's say if you flip that same thought and you were to understand, okay, wow, I really can go ahead and become a doctor. I can go to med school. I can take the MCAT. But what's the first step? For one, start reading. Start figuring out how you study, how you learn. Start disciplining your mind. Start understanding that it's not hard to start, but it's hard to keep going. I'll tell you that firsthand. But you can do it. You can do anything. You can do way more than you're aware of. Your body will go way further than your body and thoughts will go. If you were to run around your entire neighborhood one time, and instead of telling yourself, oh, I can't breathe, I gotta stop, why not just slow down? Why not start focusing on that breath coming into your body and start actually feeling how that affects you and how it changes you? Because you can do it. It might not be easy, but you can do it. Just don't give up on yourself. Don't sell yourself short. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I really just wanted to hit on that purpose, that external gratification that a lot of men look for, a lot of people look for, that is not what you should be looking for. You have to work with the internal. You have to understand your feelings. Let's say, one more thing. Let's say somebody makes you mad, right? Because that's a big one. Everybody is so reactive to everything. And it's not something that's easy to learn. Mainly because a lot of people are undisciplined. For one, a lot of people were taught to be reactive. It's just like racism. You're taught to be racist. You're not born racist. See, I had to bring myself back. I had to take a deep breath. But when you work on that internal dialogue, you start understanding, I'm great. Or maybe I'm not great right now. But I know I'm good. I know I'm okay. I'm working towards getting better. I think that's one of the best things. When you understand that you are not perfect right now. You're perfect in this moment for this moment. But you can always be better. You can always improve. And that is along that journey that I was just talking about. Anyway, I didn't realize that this was almost 20 minutes. But yes, work on that internal dialogue. Meditate in the morning. Focus on your breathing. Stop eating nonsense. Because a lot of times when your mindset is crazy, you don't sleep well and you don't eat well. You can't train, or you don't want to train. But let's say you got Factor meals. Because for me, I tried Factor about a month and a half ago. Factor wasn't bad, but I was noticing stuff in my gut that I didn't like. So I stopped. But to be able to change your eating, then it's going to make you to want to start working out, right? Makes sense. If I'm eating right, why not work out to kind of build the muscle behind the fat that I'm getting rid of, right? So it all comes full circle. And then once you start feeling better, the people around you will feel better. If somebody is making you mad, that was the point I was getting at. When somebody's making you mad, don't let that affect you, because you could be doing the same thing for somebody else. You could be making them mad. But instead, you sit here and you start to understand, like, wow, that's how I was. Or I don't want to be like that. Or you start trying to, like how I do, you start trying to figure out, like, so what happened? What are you missing that made you start to want to be angry all the time? Because for me, like growing up, it was like everybody's angry, everybody's aggressive. Like just by the way people talk. Know what I mean? Like it's mad aggressive, right? Like that sounded like, for most people who are from there, that's calm. But the way I switched up, that's aggressive. The way I've been talking this entire time has been calm. So again, work on that. When you start to not be so reactive towards people, honestly, a lot of them will get more upset because of the fact that you can't be stirred by them. But that's something that they have to go through. You reacting to them is only going to make you irritated and everybody around you irritated. That's the point I'm trying to get at. So if you want to be that way, cool. I'm going to let you know. It's going to be harder. Unless you're in that environment where you have to be like that. I get it. But for me personally, I'm reserved. I don't bother nobody. I stay out the way. I be on my stuff. I mean, like I said, I have everything that I could want right now. My family's good. I have a roof over my head. I have food on the table. I have 4 cars. Like this is no like This is no like showing off or nothing like that. I'm just saying to help you realize that everything out there that you want to acquire is already yours when you raise yourself up to be able to receive it. I have a F-150. I have a Scat Pack. I have a Mazda CX-7. And then I have a X5, BMW X5. And on top of all of that, I have a Harley that I just got. A Road Glide. So that's to say my family is good and I'm good. I think that's the part that I started at. We're so busy trying to make sure everybody around us is good, but nobody comes back for us. But this is where I come in and I tell you, like, yo, you doing great. Anyway, I'm out. If you've seen this entire video, even if it's on 1.2 times, 2 times, whatever, I appreciate you. I would love if you would subscribe. I want to do more videos like this. I want to start to do like calls with people. I want to do retreats. I want to do, like, I have so much in my head that I want to do, but I'm sitting on my hands a lot of the time. So this is me starting. And if you don't see me post in a few days or whatever, get on me. like comment, like DM me, be like, yo, like, where the video at? Because you said you was going to start, you was going to do this, boom, boom. If you do, I really do appreciate you. Anyway, that's it, bro. Peace and love.